So I've been teaching for a little over 10 years now, and I've gotten pretty good at it. But what I want to talk about happened maybe 2 or 3 months into my teaching career. All right, so there's one day, a couple months, into teaching, and the kids are in groups. They've moved their desks into fours so they can work on a worksheet, which is what they do. And so I'm helping one group in one corner of the room. They're balancing equations, and they're generally being okay. They're chattering, but it's fine. And then I notice that there's a commotion happening in the other opposite corner of the room. And I look up to see that one of my students has stood up inside his chair. It's kind of the kind of chair with the desk attached to the front. And he's facing the partition wall and runs at the wall using his chair as a battering ram. And I'm thinking, well, I'm running over there and also thinking like I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. They don't go over this situation in education classes, right? And so I get over there and he's forced one section of the partition sideways. So now there's a hole in the wall between my room and the room next to it. And by the time I get there, he has removed himself from the desk, walked through the wall with another student. They walk in, they announce their presence. They're like, yo, what's good, everybody? Acting like, total idiots. And the rest of the class, the other class this is, looks at them just mortified, right? That teacher had very good control of them, and they were great kids. I mean, my kids were great, but, I didn't know what I was doing. And so they're just looking at these kids who have burst through the wall, just what's going on. They look at the teacher, they're like, what are we supposed to do with this? She immediately calls the deans. I walk over. I'm now trying to keep the rest of my students from going through the wall. I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, all right, no, guys, please sit down. All right, try to tell a kid to go do their algebra while there's a big hole in the wall. It's not going to work out. Then the two kids that have made the way into the other room walk over, realizing they're not getting the kind of response that they wanted. So they walk over to, go back through the hole. And I'm making a stance, right? This is my firm stance. We do not use the hole to move between rooms. They're like, well, we want to come back. I'm like, you can go out the door and come through the door like regular people. And so they know that I'm not letting them through, so they walk out. The other teacher lets them out. She's called the deans who are on their way. I managed to sort of shove the partition back so there's no hole. And then I walk over to the door where they're now there trying to knock to get in because it's locked. Now they're really scared because they know that the deans will catch people that are in the hallways. So now they're knocking and they're saying, wait, we need to get in. We're going to get caught for loitering. The deans are going to get us in trouble. And I said, yes.